Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And we've got a showdown in the AFC West. It's the Broncos and the Chiefs next on EA Sports.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 19 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a pickup. And also now likely a punt on their opening drive. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Hardman on the return.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Mahomes now on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Touchdown, Broncos!
Juju Smith-Schuster.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Broncos are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Bridgewater gives to Williams here on the draw. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Let's go! That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Bridgewater able to get away, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Jonathan Hankins able to get him for a loss of about 3. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Bridgewater now from the 50. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Broncos are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. KJ Hamler returning it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Denver's offense now set to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
5 yards remain on second down. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Bridgewater's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Looking sideline, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Bridgewater now. This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, but it's going to be second down. Mahomes going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, pulled it in. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards.
And the Chiefs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 14-10. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Hamler now to return it. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A first down throw for Bridgewater.
And hitting Juju on the slant.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. To the air again with Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater.
That's complete. Okuebuna.
Now a timeout.
That's it, baby.
7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by McManus is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So we've come upon halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Broncos will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Alexander Johnson there on the stop.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 8. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hamler now to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the 1st down.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now, here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
They'll run on 1st down.
Williams. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see him shaking the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. 3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Bridgewater. Pass incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Frank Clark gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to find his tight end Gray complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Making the tackle there, Corn Elder. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And Stills bringing it in. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Michel on the counter. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Michel. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. To throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to get... And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed. We'll get a review of this game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. The drive starts with a completion, left side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Bridgewater to throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
And now here comes Kansas City. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. First down now, but that clock rolling. Mahomes will throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were really helping.